So, you're struggling with the Enderman Slayer in Hypixel Skyblock. You start out confident until the boss decimates you before the hits phase is even over.
Bruh.
Well, you have come to the right place. This is the Ultimate Enderman Slayer Guide. In this video, I will be explaining the gear requirements and then doing a showcase of the boss with the stated gear. Now you can skip ahead to whichever tier of boss is best for you using the video chapters. However, I do recommend you watch the whole thing as the guide builds on itself. And if you do enjoy the content that you're watching, please consider hitting the subscribe button so I can reach 15,000 subscribers. So without any further ado, let's begin. Tier 1. The Tier 1 Enderman Slayer can be comfortably done with almost no gear, as it is easier than a Tier 4 Revenant. I will be using 3/4 Shadow Assassin armor, a Zombie Lord chestplate, and a Flower of Truth for this boss. For the hits phase, a Artisanal Shortbow or a Venom's Touch will both let you safely deplete the hits phase from a distance. In terms of pets, you can use an Enderman pet to take 30% less damage from the boss. And before you know it, the boss will be defeated. Tier 2. Now this tier is where many of you may be struggling, but fear not, there's a solution. First, you're going to use 3/4 Necron or 3/4 Shadow Assassin paired with a Reaper Mask, all reforged to Ancient. But Hot Slicer, I can't use a Reaper Mask. Fear not, as you can substitute the Reaper Mask for a Revived Heart or a Crystallized Heart. For the weapon, you will need some sort of OFA weapon. This could be an OFA Shadow Fury, Reaper Scythe, or cheaper options like a Livid Dagger or Aspect of the Dragons. This will be very expensive, but don't worry, you can sell this for better weapons on later tiers. For pets, a level 100 Epic, Legendary, or Mythic Enderman will be excellent, as it gives you good crit damage and that beautiful negative 30% damage from Enderman. Make sure to put a Crochet Tiger plushie as the pet item. Next, you will need some form of healing wand, such as a Wand of Atonement, and a Zombie Sword for emergency healing. After that, you should buy a Void Ledge Katana with Ultimate Wise 5, which is vital for doing these quickly. And finally, one of the most important items, a Necromancer Sword. Necromancy is key to Voidgloom, as not only does it help with the hits phase, but it will also keep the boss preoccupied, giving you vital time to heal up and get your bearings. Hop into a dungeon run, capture 4 tank zombies, and you are ready. For this boss, I am using just 20% talisman completion to balance out my high combat level. When the boss spawns, my summons immediately take out the hits phase, and they zoom past it. Now I will use my Wand of Atonement, and the healing is doubled from the Reaper Mask. Then I will use the Void Ledge Katana, and then switch to my OFA Shadow Fury. The ferocity of the katana will stack with the base damage of the Shadow Fury, giving insane DPS. After every hits phase, do the same combo and you can zoom past these bosses. And as you can see, the boss dies in about 1 minute. Tier 3. The Tier 3 Enderman is the exact same as the Tier 2 Enderman, but with more health and more damage. To get to Enderman level 4, you need to kill 50 Tier 2 bosses, but who likes grinding? Definitely not me. I will show you how you can do a Tier 3 boss with no Final Destination armor, which is unlocked at Enderman level 4, and it's actually pretty simple. For this boss, you will need one key pet, the Baby Yeti. This is an expensive pet, but you will use it for Tier 4s as well, so it is a good investment. However, if you cannot afford a Baby Yeti, you will have to grind to Enderman 4 and use Final Destination boots to compensate. For this boss, I will be using just 50% talisman completion, and the same items as the Tier 2, but with the Baby Yeti pet instead of the Enderman. As you can see, I can still out-heal the boss, as the only difference from the Tier 2 is the time. Yeah, these Tier 3 Endermen take a long time to kill. However, despite this, I was still able to get past the boss without losing a lot of health. Tier 4. Finally, we've arrived at the horizon of Skyblock difficulty. The Tier 4 Enderman, the ultimate challenge. A boss so difficult that even maxed out players will fail. Many mid-game players find this boss out of their reach, but I will show you how to complete it with under 100 million of gear. First, you will need to grind to Enderman Slayer 5 for this to work. This is because of a vital item in the strategy, the Vorpal Katana. The Vorpal Katana with its extra damage to end mobs, ferocity, and base damage will be over 4 times better than your existing OFA weapon. The basic strategy for this boss is to become an absolute tank, so that you can focus entirely on DPS instead of taking time to heal. Because of this, we'll be using full Final Destination armor. The full set bonus of Final Destination is very strong, giving lots of bonus attack speed. You will need 82% attack speed for the tier 4. 82% attack speed is the same as 100% attack speed because of Minecraft hit mechanics. To achieve 82%, the plushie on the Baby Yeti pet as well as the Final Destination should let you reforge your talismans purely for damage. At this point, you can sell your old OFA weapon for an OFA Vorpal Katana mentioned earlier. The armor itself will give a ton of defense, and paired with the Baby Yeti from before, will push you to over 3,000 defense.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
With this much defense, you will need very little healing against the boss, meaning you can focus entirely on damage. Now, as you've probably noticed, I have been playing a background footage of me fighting the tier 4 Enderman boss in the gear I'm describing. And I am using just 80% talisman completion in these clips. However, realistically, you want 90% to 95%. As you can see, the sheer amount of hits that I am dealing to this thing are absurd, with the 300 ferocity from the Vorpal Katana and the attack speed from the Final Destination and Baby Yeti. The boss is a heavy hitter, and I still need to use my healing wand at all times. However, since I have over 2,000 intelligence, I can comfortably use all these abilities. Now at the third stage is where the boss becomes really chaotic, with high damage heads, beacons, lasers, and the boss itself all happening at once. It's easy to get overwhelmed and die here. The most important advice is to keep calm and stay focused on the beacons and the eyes. These can quickly stack up and overwhelm you, so make sure to keep on killing the eyes by looking at them. And now, by some miracle, I did the tier 4 boss faster than the tier 3 boss. This is mostly because of how overpowered the Vorpal Katana and the Final Destination full set bonus is. Even though I'm only doing about 1 million a hit, I can still do a lot of DPS. So finally, we have completed every stage of Enderman Slayer. On screen, I have listed the money needed for each tier. Thank you so much for watching the Ultimate Enderman Slayer guide. If you have any questions, you can join my Discord with the link on screen right now and ask the questions to me or my community. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!